Emperor, there's Aries. Hello. Okay. The Devil, that Capricorn, Aries, Capricorn. Six of Cups. Four of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. All right. So this could be Capricorn. This could be Libra. All right. What do we got here? Little ones. All right. Okay, so what's this Devil about? What's this Devil about for Aries? What's this Devil about for Aries? 9 of Wands. All right. I'm going to turn on the fan. I hope it doesn't mess with the sound. It's getting a little hot. What's this Six of Cups about? Oopsie. Six of Cups. Page of Swords. Four of Cups. Cups. Okay. All right. So Aries, you're like halfway there. It's like you're wanting to be strong in the face of conflict. Maybe you feel like you can't be strong, and you're kind of have this sort of fortress or this sort of chip on your shoulder, like you're trying to stand for it, but you feel powerless, or you're afraid that you're going to feel powerless as soon as you're confronted with something. Like you're fine when you're by yourself, but you're afraid that old habits are going to rear their ugly head again, and you're going to be sort of held back or imprisoned or captive by these, like you're powerless, and that's simply not true. It feels like it though. It probably feels like it. So don't. I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying what's showing here is that it feels like it, but it's not true. Just because you haven't gained momentum or you're not actively in retreat or pursuit does not mean that progress has not been made. You need to get off your own back, quite frankly. So this is you perhaps feeling a bit stagnated or a bit frustrated that things aren't happening more quickly. You might even feel like you've got a situation that is just pestering, particularly with a person or just something from your past that you're trying to manage or handle, and you can't get any ground or traction with it, or it just won't go away. Like you're having a hard time gathering information to your advantage. You're not getting anywhere. It's frustrating because you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Or you're having to interact with a situation that you just don't want to deal with. You want to get some distance from it, and it's really hard to do that. What's this Queen of Pentacles for Aries? King of Cups, that could be Pisces. I read that as Pisces. This is 10 of Pentacles for Aries. Two of Cups. All right. Interesting. Okay, so what's this Queen of Swords then? Whoopsie. All right, I pulled two, so I'm just going to allow for two. Four of Swords and Five of Swords. Yeah, you're going to have to be the one to... I think you're going to have to be the one to be decisive in this situation, because it feels like it's not going to go away until you manage it and until you take decisive action and finish whatever needs to be finished. Perhaps you're in some sort of legal proceedings or talking to do different people, and you haven't completely finished out that legal proceeding, or you haven't closed off contact with that person. There's something that you have to put to rest in a sort of decisive manner before you can carry on with what you want to now. You have to make a commitment. You've got two things. It looks like you've got two things going on here, and it's going to be up to you to decide, because someone from a past situation, whoopsie, is not going to be going away unless you tell them to. And it looks like you're kind of indecisive about that. And it's funny because it's like you're wanting to feel powerful, but you kind of feel like you're not. Like you're trying to be like, but it's more that you're. It could be that you're frustrated or angry instead of just kind of forthright and matter of fact about it. It's like it's almost like you want someone to see how powerful you can be, or that you really mean it this time. And instead of maybe giving them a straight answer, your power lies in not giving them an answer, because for the first time you feel like you're in control instead of someone kind of jerking you around. This could be a job, this could be a love interest, family, but it's almost like you've left something hanging so that you can maintain some power. And when actually the mature and loving thing to do would be to cut that off so you're free to pursue what's in front of you. Because you've got two things here, one behind you and one in front. And you can't pursue this one until you take decisive action about that one, whatever that one is. If it's a house, if it's a person, if it's a family member. But you've got a decision to make about what is best for you, what is in your best interest, and who you want to become, who you want to be, versus where you've come from and the baggage that still goes with that. Not that it's bad baggage. Everybody has baggage. It's just meant to be managed. It's not meant to be eradicated. We are not clean slates. We're not supposed to be. But you're doing this, and you need to have a decision. You need to make a decision. Oopsie. Okay, so this fell out, Four of Swords. Perhaps you're wanting a break and wanting a mental break. All right. Let's see. This is good. Now is the time where it's going to be about your person. All right. Aries person. Aries person. And now I'm chilled. I'm going to turn the fan off over here. Aries person. Lots of people. Emperor. Aries person. Nine of Cups. Whoopsie. Eight of Cups and the Star card, also the babies. So we got 2 8s here. This could be Aquarius. Interesting. All right. What's this 8 of Cups here for Aries? The Sun card. Yeah, it's a little late for that. That could be Leo. What's this? Because this feels like they're wanting to kind of, like they're doing an about face, and they want to just meet you on neutral ground, and let's just see about this, let's just see about that. And I feel like you are not trusting this sort of neutral olive branch extension that they're doing. In an effort to understand, let's just try this tactic or approach. And I feel like you're like, oh no, that's not going to work on me. But you're only saying no to that tactic. You're still kind of bracing for another impact. So you're not free of this yet because you haven't made the decision to be so. You're kind of bracing for the next move that they make, but you haven't taken proactive steps to cut it off. And I think, again, it's because you kind of want to see, and you kind of want them to see how powerful you can be, or that I'm in control now. Like you're wanting to kind of savor for the first time having an advantage in this situation, but not really, because you're still tethered to it, because you're still doing the dance. You're still dancing with the devil. And it's not, no judgment, because it feels really good when you can not care someone, or when you can go, ha, I've got the keys now. Now you be in that position. I'm not advocating being petty, but there is something to finally, for once, feeling like you have the advantage and wanting to kind of savor that for a minute and just be like, no, this feels really good. For a long time I felt like this, now I feel like this, and maybe you should wait on my information or my decision. I hate that it's come to that, because it does sound petty, but I do understand, the justification for it, the reason for it. It's not a justification, but it is a reason. The truth of the matter, though, is that it is just another tactic. So you probably need to do the whole Queen of Swords dance with the devil to get the message across, to get some rest and take some decisive action about this in your best interest, and decide what is best for you. because otherwise you've got someone that's just going to pull back, regroup, come at you this way, pull back, regroup, come at you this way. It's just going to be never ending, and you're going to constantly be going, see how strong I am, see how strong I am, but you're still attached to it. And it's like, are you really strong? Because a strong person would just end it and walk away and not involve themselves with it anymore. And I'm not saying, well, a real strong person, but decisive action is key here. Otherwise, you still are. It's kind of an illusion to think that you're free from it if you're still fighting against it. All right. What else for Aries? Another thing that kind of struck me, Queen of Cups, I read that as Cancerian, is I hope that this isn't about being locked into sort of a battle with somebody over the kids. Like, I hope that that's not the case here, is where you just have to pull back and regroup and then pursue it a different way, and hoping that you two can kind of come to an agreement about what to do about the kids. I hope that's not it, because that's not nice. Not, we got the Emperor here, the Judge showing up, and we got Queen of Swords. I mean, and trying to be mature and trying to do what's best for possibly the kids. And it might be frustrating because right now you have to be kind of hands off and just watch and wait and see, and you can't get to your kids, and so you feel stuck. I hope that's not it. That would make me sad. Anyway, it feels like you're just feeling like you can't choose what's in front of you until you let go of whatever this situation is. And when I say let go, I mean take decisive action or manage it decisively and effectively as much as you can, as much as the situation will allow, because this very well could be still having to deal with a family member or a business partner or something, but it's about minimizing the impact as much as you can, doing what is best for yourself and for all concerned, really, but making the mature, stable decisions instead of sort of being like, oh yeah, I could do this all day, and that is often so tempting when you're like, no more, stop it, you're being unfair, and no, and you want to see how petty I can be, and all that. So, all right, what else for Aries? So I feel like as far as a person goes, if this is dealing with a person, it feels like they're content for now, simply because they have the advantage of ambush or surprise, or not ambush or surprise, but trying a different track. Like, they kind of surprised you or put you off your balance a little bit by approaching you a certain way. And who you're dealing with is pretty strategic. And so it might be that they pull back and they try it another way. They pull back and they try it another way. I mean, it could be that, because I think ultimately this might be about getting what they want. And this might be, I mean, I know this is all about long-term healing and doing what's in their best interest, but this can also be a very moody, sort of manipulative, controlling person that has long-range goals here. And if we've got someone that's going to continually be strategic and kind of want for themselves and use the advantage for that, or take an advantageous position for what they want rather than what's best, you need to know that. You need to be wary. And I like this sort of stronghold energy. I don't like that it can be used against you, in the sense that someone knows that you'll get scrappy and clap back. And so they're like, okay, let's see how long you last with me. And so they're just going to keep putting you in a position to defend yourself. So instead of you being able to kind of take decisive action for all that's concerned and just sort of put this to rest, they're going to keep you in this position because it's something to keep you connected by, instead of truly having to walk and accept the way things are. So just know that could be in play here. That when you think you're being kind of strong and like, oh no, I've got the power and I'll let you know, it's actually kind of all part of a plan. It could be because at least it's in their mind, it's like, okay, at least it's some kind of connection to me still. They still have to deal with me. If I keep this, they'll still have to interact. What else for Aries? Five of Swords again. Whoopsie. Oh, can you see all that? Well, you can, I guess. Five of Swords again. So this is about, instead of hanging out in limbo land and um, it really would be in your best interest, and especially the kids, if you got kids involved, just saying, for this reading anyway, what would be in your best interest for your emotional well-being as well as your physical security and all that, and just, you know, anxiety and nerves, and just to be able to, as much as you can, mitigate any interaction and the effect it could have on you in your daily life and routine, because it's really hard for you to move forward with anything while you've got this kind of coming at you and keeping at you. So hopefully you're in a position to where you can decide and take some decisive action towards resolution, or being able to move forward with what you want versus having to drag this continually with you. That's for Aries. That's for seek a union of mind and spirit. That's kind of what this is right here. This is about you being emotionally, oh look, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay, being emotionally removed from something so that you can be logical about it. You can do what best resonates, what you feel is right and appropriate, instead of being emotional or kind of petty, or, you know, all of that. I'm not saying that you are, just that it might be tempting, or you might not even know that you're relating on an emotional level, and you're like, oh no, they're not doing that to me again. It's like, you know what? It's not about not doing it to you again. It's about you being free of this. So let them think they have that, because the ultimate goal is your freedom and your healing here, which is something that I think they want to still be a part of, or I just feel like they're like this. They don't want you to get too far away from them. Okay, all right. Whoopsie. Aries. And the thing is, can I just say that, here's the thing, if there really wasn't any attachment still, you would be very much in this sort of decisive means to an end mentality. You wouldn't really be emotionally involved. But I think this might be also a wake-up call that you're not as free from this as you thought you were, because you're still kind of enjoying the cage match. Even if it is to sort of prove some efficacy, or feel like, yeah, I'm in control, this feels really good, you're still attached to what you're trying to prove you're in control of. You know what I mean? So just consider that it might be a bit of an illusion that you've got the upper hand, because they're still making you dance. Oh gosh, why am I getting to this yet? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Air card, so try to get sort of as logical as you can, and determined and decisive, and you know, critical or problem solving, proactive about it. New beginnings. Begin your new life. Yes. Take decisive action to begin your new life. Yes. So no more dealing with the past. You don't have to. You can mitigate that. You can take proactive steps. You got something waiting for you. It's just a matter of you truly putting something in its proper place. It's not about forever gone. It'll be a part of you. It's just mitigating the impact it can have at your present, because it's kind of stalling you from being able to move forward. What else for it? Okay, so we got Knight of Pentacles here. I read that as Taurus. Okay, there's the Seven of Cups. There's that confusion and illusion. Okay, so this is, now that things potentially, when they're calm, and when they're, you know, there's that calm and that peace, and you've sort of cut the negative impact out of your life. Now what? It might leave a void. It might leave you feeling a little confused or lost, or, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Okay, that's all right. That happens. It's a natural progression. Just once you do get things managed, just know that sort of confusion and a little bit of a void, and it being kind of chaotic as you adjust might be part of it. So Just roll with it. It's normal. Don't get mad at yourself or beat up on yourself. It could very well be, honestly, if you are adjusting to a new home, new person, like partner,